What is up, guys? Welcome on back to Tech Talk Vids. And in today's video, we're going to get directly into it. And I'm going to talk about my experience over this last year with the Galaxy S24 Ultra and why it has become my main primary device, even after the 16 Pro Max from Apple and even the OnePlus 12. A separate video on that coming soon. Okay, so using the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is supposed to be like the fastest chipset, all this crazy stuff, greatest cameras, blah, blah, blah for video. It's not. It does not beat this phone right here, which is the S24 Ultra, which came out in January of this year? So this thing's almost a year old. And myself and Tech702 have had both of these phones, the 16 Pro Max and this, off and on throughout the year. And I keep coming back to this phone. Why? Because it just works, all right? If I'm doing a video edit and I shoot something and edit something while I'm on the go for like my car channel or whatever, being able to get directly into the editor, it exports at max settings, like 4K max settings, and then uploads that same video in half the time that it is if I shoot that same video with the same settings at the same resolution on an iPhone. Now, I know you're going to say, well, TK, that's not what a regular consumer is going to use that phone for. I get it. I understand that. I'm coming from this I use this for content creation. The other thing that is absolutely valuable as hell to me, DeX. To be able to have this thing paired to my Samsung TV, hit that DeX button, and then use my little Logitech keyboard and mouse, and I can edit and do everything I want to do on a bigger screen when I have multiple layers, huge. It's literally like having a PC. I mean, all smartphones are like that, but this is literally like having a computer in your pocket because you can expand the screen in desktop mode onto like an 80-inch television. Productivity-wise, oh my God, this thing's a beast. Cases are easily, abundantly found. No issue with finding accessories or cases for these phones. I will notice this. I did do a video on using an older Galaxy phone, like an S22 or an S23, right? And I will be honest, I did notice after using that phone and how punchy the display was, and then looking at this display, I can see the difference where these ones are slightly more muted color-wise, the icons. Now, Tech702 says I can just go into settings and change that if I want, but I know part of it has to do with the anti-glare on the display, and when I'm outside in direct sunlight, awesome. Battery life on this thing, which is one of the reasons why the OnePlus 12 was my main device for a while, has also got remarkably better with updates. So now on average, if I use the T-Mobile network, I am averaging almost a full hour of screen on time now than when the phone first came out. And on the Verizon network, which is one of my other main carriers that I use, I actually get an hour and a half of more screen on time. So I don't know what T-Mobile is doing. Maybe it's just their network that takes away that extra half hour of screen on time, but I've tested it consistently over a month, and that's the thing. Why, you may ask, is this better for me than the OnePlus 12? I'm going to get into that in a separate video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. But it comes down to warranty issues. One of the things about when you buy a Samsung device is they're very similar to buying a Pixel, right? They have these stores all across the country called You Break, I Fix, and not sponsored, by the way, but there's multiple repair locations that can fix this phone if I break it. If I break the display, if the camera starts screwing up, if the USB port starts not working properly, I can go into one of those locations and they can knock out a Samsung repair like this, usually in the same day. You're not going to get that with a OnePlus 12. That was one of the other things, and I had a warranty issue with that, and I'm going to do a separate video on it. And my my experience with that company was left a lot to be desired. I'll put it that way. Now, cost, yeah, these are still kind of up there, but there are some Black Friday sales on the Galaxy S24 Ultra right now. You can actually pick this up at Best Buy. I think it's $909 for the 256 version. If you have any kind of a trade-in, you can get more money off of that. For example, you know, like an iPhone 13 or an S23 and the like, brings the price of this phone down even further. Secondary market, these are great. You can get them fairly cheap in the secondary market. The problem with this is one of the main issues with Samsung devices. You have people that will buy these phones from Samsung or say Google Fi, and they're unlocked, right? And they don't complete the trade-in, or they don't follow whatever the terms was when they bought this device. And Samsung, Google Fi, or the carriers now have the ability. It's not even about blocking the IMEI and your phone just not working on a cell phone network. They totally lock you out of the device. And then it puts up a message that says, yeah, this device has been locked out by the network administrator. It's like having a work phone. And I'm a defense contractor, so anybody that's ever had like a government phone that worked for the government, you know exactly what I mean. Like when you get locked out, or if you work for like a car manufacturer or something else and you can't log into your computer, or your computer just gets locked out and it's a brick, that's what's happening to these Samsung devices. Now, I kind of feel that Samsung shouldn't be able to do that. I understand why they do, but if you're looking at buying one of these in the secondary market, you better trust the person you're buying it from. Because if you don't, you're going to get screwed. For me, that's why, you know, I purchased from verified distributors or Best Buy themselves. It's just easier for me to just go into the store. I don't have to wait, and I can just buy it and just keep it moving. But yeah, almost a year in, you know, this might be my phone of the year. Might. Because I have some other stuff coming for you. I mean, the Red Magic 9, the Red Magic Pro, 9 Pro, great. High up on the list for this year. But to be able to do the 8K video I do on this phone, to be able to do the editing, decks, all of those other things, and, you know, the Samsung wallet, having like the Samsung money card and all the other, like just all of the stuff that you can get with this phone. And if you're a content creator and you're not stuck in the Apple ecosystem, this thing is a frigging monster. This thing can take your YouTube channel, your TikTok page, your whatever social media you're trying to build to the next level, because you can literally do so much with this phone. But anyways, if you want to pick one of these up, I will put a link in the description down below. I believe you get a discount or something for going through that. You can also go into your local Best Buy. Most of them have them in there. Samsung has some really good deals right now for Black Friday too, so that's why I tagged it in the description, or tagged it on the bar under this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the Galaxy S24 Ultra and whether or not you feel like it's still a good deal. Because for me, I know that the new S25 Ultra is coming in January at some point, so a couple of months, but I'm not even, I can't say not to recommend that phone even when that phone comes out. It means this one's going to be cheaper, and it still beats the ever-loving dog out of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's not even close. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button If you haven't already, I'm going to finish having my coffee, try to get my voice back. And until next time, stay petty, my friends.